Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to cover about the solution for the Leetcode question called word search, and at the same time I'm going to cover the interview procedure for a real coding interview. So let's get started. So remember, in a real coding interview, the first step is always try to understand the question. If there's anything unclear, please feel free to ask some questions to the interviewer, and at the same time think about some edge cases. So let's see this question. Word search. So given a n by m board and a word, find the word if the word exists in the grid. So the word can be constructed from letters of sequential adjacent cells. Well, the adjacent cell means horizontally or vertically neighboring. So no diagonal. So the same letter cell may not be used more than once. Let's see this example, the board. We have the ABC, etc. So for this one, it is going to return true because there is a pass within the grid for A, B, C, C, E, D. And similarly for this one, it is going to return true. But for this one, there's no pass within the grid to find A, B, C, D, so we are going to return false. So let's see some constraints. It says that it says the length. Okay, so it says the board is not going to be an empty one, and also the word is not going to be empty. And both the board and word consist of lowercase or uppercase English letters. So the next step is finding solutions. So how to solve this problem? In this step, you're going to figure out the solution, discuss with your interviewer, and talk about something like the runtime analysis, space analysis, etc., and then get an agreement before proceeding to the next step to do some coding work. So let me explain the solution, and also I'll go over this piece of code. So the solution is to use recursion plus backtracking. So the thing is like this: we define a helper function. So the helper function include those parameters. So the board and the word are just for informational, and those several parameters are supposed to be changed. So this is a current row number in the board we are currently visiting, and this is a corresponding column number we are visiting. This is the index means the index within the words, and this pair visited means what are the positions we have already visited before. So in the major function we implement, we initialize a visited set, and we go over all of the cells in the board, and we call this helper function on top of it. So this is like the start of the recursion. So passing the board, we pass in the word. We say we are going to start from ij cell, and also we start from the first character of the word. We pass in the visited. So if any of them return true, we return true. Otherwise, we return false. So within this helper function, we need to define the exit for the recursion. So if the idx is equal to word.length, which means we have already arrived out of the range of the word, then it means we should return true, because we have already found a pass in the board to construct the word. Otherwise, if the row column are out of range, we are going to return false. Or if the corresponding cell within the board is not equal to the current character of the word we are trying to find, we are going to return false. And also, if we have already visited this cell, we are going to return false as well. And then if none of them hit, then we are going to try the 4 directions. For each direction first, we are going to add a position into the visited, and then we call this recursion, which means we are going to go to that direction, visited that cell, and we are going to move plus the idx, which means we are looking at the next character within the word, and we pass in the visited. And after this call, we need to remove the position from the visited. That's because that's for the recursion purpose, recursion backtracking purpose. And finally, we are going to return false if there's no pass we have ever found to construct the word. So the overall runtime, let's say, suppose we have, so this is a m by n, so the runtime is going to m times n times each step we are going to visit 4 direction. It is 4 to the power of l. L is the length of the word. So actually, because because we have the visited, which means we are not going to um, go to that direction. I mean, we can do some optimization on top of it, like if this cell has already been visited, then we don't visit again. They can bring down the factor for this to be straight, because we only need to visit straight of the directions. But overall, I think using this kind of implementation is fine. So for the interview purpose. So that's it for this question. And at the end of the interview, so up here done with coding, don't forget to do some testing, set up some test cases to make sure that your code is bug free. So that's it for this solution and the video. So I hope you like this video and find it a bit helpful. So if you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.